Hey, what's up everyone? Bobby from Repair Shopper, and let's talk about QuickBooks Online. We have a lot of folks joining the platform wanting to set up QuickBooks Online, and we're also seeing quite a few folks wanting to go from QuickBooks Desktop over to QuickBooks Online. And I was thinking to myself, I haven't really talked about QuickBooks Online and shown the setup in a while, so figured, hey, let's do a video. So here we are. All right. Let's get started. So if you're new to Repair Shopper, there's two ways you can get to QuickBooks. And the first would be if you have the App Center already on your tabs, you would just click the App Center tab and head to QuickBooks. Or if you don't, click More or just click Admin. And then once you're on the administration page, click App Center over here on the left. That will take you to a page that's going to list all of the integrations that Repair Shopper has, and you'll just need to scroll down a little bit, look for the QuickBooks logo, and click into the app card. You're going to be presented with two options here, QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop. In this case of the video, we're going to be doing QuickBooks Online, so click the left option. Now, a pop-up is going to present, and you're going to be asked to type in your information, in this case, sign in. And then it's going to ask you to authorize the connection. Hit connect and the pop-up will go away, and you should see a connected option if everything was successful. Perfect. Next, click sync settings to start the wizard. Alright, from here we're going to walk you through all of the different steps so that you can kind of understand what's happening here. Something you should know too is if you mess up at any point during this wizard, it's okay. You can come back and edit these options at a later time. So starting off, you will see all of the tax rates you have on your Repair Shopper account listed on the left and all of the QuickBooks associations pulled in on the right. The drop-downs might be blank for you, and that's okay. If you've never set up QuickBooks Online before or anything like that, all you need to do is click the drop-down and select from the tax rates that are pulled in from your QuickBooks account. Again, match them up as best you can. If you goof up or anything like that, don't worry. These can be changed at a later time. Hit next once you're done there, and we'll go to step 2. Step 2 will ask if you have any 0% tax rates. Some counties, governments, countries will have something like this, and hopefully you have a 0% tax rate set up, in which case just select it and hit next to head over to step 3. Step 3 is where we're going to pick a default default fallback product. And the best way I can describe the default fallback product is if you have a manual item, which is what it's commonly used for, or for some reason there is a product that is not associated in QuickBooks on the QuickBooks side of things, it would get used for that. Again, it's primarily manual products that don't have an existing product in either Repair Shopper or QuickBooks, like a one-off item of sorts. All you need to do to pick is select the drop-down, and your entire QuickBooks inventory will be displayed here, and you just need to select a product. Yo, why not? Hit next, and we'll go to step 4. Step 4 here is having you select a deposit account. This is where the payments will go when they get synced from Repair Shopper. So click the drop down and you should see a selection of accounts. Pick whichever one is the best option for your needs and then hit next. Step 5, this account is for your accounts payable. Again, select the drop down, find the account that best suits what you need. For most people, it's just an accounts payable account that's already created, and hit next. Step 6 is your your payment method mapping screen. Like the tax rate screen on the left, you'll have your Repair Shopper payment methods created, and on the right, it's going to ask you to hook up the mapping to the QuickBooks ones. When you click in, you should see a drop down of all of your available payment methods in QuickBooks, and you just want to match them up however you need to. Don't worry, again, if you miss anything or you goof, you can come back and actually change these later on in the QuickBooks settings. Oh, guess I should assign them all. Let's head to step 7. Step 7 is pretty straightforward. It's asking you if you want to turn on the invoice payment and customer sync. That's why we're all here after all, so I highly recommend turning that on. And then the second thing it's asking you is if you want to turn on the product sync. Just take a second and note that we highly recommend the product sync be turned on in Repair Shopper, and if it is, then you will have to select different types of accounts, just like we had for payments and invoices, but for products specifically. And again, just click the drop down and select the products that are mostly relevant for this particular category. And then click next. Just one more note on the product sync. The product sync will enable any products that are created in Repair Shopper or in Repair Shopper on a purchase order to automatically get created on the QuickBooks side. And it's especially handy because it basically allows you to manage your entire inventory in Repair Shopper and have it sync to QuickBooks so that you don't have to manage it in two places. So highly recommend turning on the product sync. Hit next. All right, and here we are. Time for imports. Now, if you're a brand new Repair Shopper customer, if you're a brand new Repair Shopper user, we give you the ability to import your customers if you have them in QuickBooks Online. Doing this is especially handy because it ensures that all of your customer mappings are done automatically. You can choose to skip this step if you want, otherwise hit import QuickBooks customers and a customer import will automatically start. Don't worry, you can skip this and do it later if you want. The next screen is going to ask you to do the same, but for your QuickBooks inventory if you have it as well. Again, this ensures that the mapping is done automatically, so if you've been managing your products in QuickBooks, this is just a quick and simple way to match up your inventory in Repair Shopper. Again, it can be skipped if you want, you can do it at a later time. Once more, you can actually, because you can sync purchase orders to QuickBooks, import your vendors as well if they're existing in QuickBooks, just like products and just like customers. Again, you can import them here or do it at a later time. That's it for the wizard. Just hit finish and you'll be taken to the QuickBooks settings page. Now this page is handy and can be visited at any time from the QuickBooks App Center selection, and you can turn things on and off from here. You can see all the accounts you set. You can change them as you desire. You can review the tax rates like I had mentioned earlier and click on tax rates to change the associations, and you can also change the payment methods here or import them for an update. A couple things that I want to point out on this page that might be handy for folks is if you do have the product sync turned on and you're manually mapping your products. Let's say you add something in QuickBooks that already exists in Repair Shopper and you want to manually associate those. You can click this check for items changes button here to update the mapping list in Repair Shopper so that you can see the new product you created in QuickBooks. Down here, we have options for importing customers, products, and vendors like I had mentioned during the wizard that you can do here. And then there are these send all buttons. Something to note with these send all buttons is this will create a bulk job to send everything from the category you select. We recommend using these sparingly, and many of them, like the invoice, customer, and products, have limitations on how often they can be clicked because they can create large sync jobs. Those large sync jobs, even though QuickBooks Online is mostly real time, can cause a delay on your account for new invoices being created until the job is completed. So that's your quick run through of setting up QuickBooks Online in Repair Shopper. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Hopefully everyone got something out of it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.